is Keith Compton. I'm the president and founder of the Indian Heritage Association of St. Lucia. So today we're having an absolutely wonderful ceremony taking place. It might even be one of the last ones because most of the older Indians are, of course, dying out. One of the things that happened to us. It's called in St. Lucia Dinen Indien in Patois, meaning Indian dinner. Its actual name is a Shadra, and it's a very, very ancient Hindu customs. Now, this dinner takes place to honor our ancestors, thanking them for what they did in the past to get us to where we are today, and of course to remember them and ask their blessing and also give them blessing as well to help them on the way.
How long
have you been doing this?
Well, from the time I was little, that's what I learned. It was a tradition that we followed a long, long time. Most times they used to do it is after the death of an individual, which is Indians. They used to celebrate. They used to have the 8 days work just like anybody else. But the 12th day, they make sure that they do something like this. And my grandparents, my great-grandfather originated from India, and they started this whole thing. Now, as a little boy growing up, I used to enjoy these things. I used to even dance to the music. Well, we were doing some sohari, what we call in Indian sohari. The other ones that I was doing there is, we call it dal puri. There's some split peas inside, crushed split peas. Right now we're doing 3 of these there, but that would be roasted dates.
So we prepare food. It's all Indian food, so it's dal puri, it's soharis, it's talkaris, it's maybe what they call shatai, the bread nut, these different things, and of course meat. We are Hindus, but this is part of the Hindu ceremony where 1 or more goats or sheep will be killed in a certain way, and the meat will be prepared right there. Nobody is allowed to touch the meat except the people going to prepare this thing, and it's cooked, and everybody will participate of this meat.
So all of this was prepared today?
Everything here prepared today, freshly.
You started early?
Plus we kill a sheep today. Everything have to be freshly today in front of everybody. Nobody can taste that food before we do the donut. This is all the thing to do the donut, to put under the little house out there.
A shrine is central to the ceremony. One was being built in an isolated spot using sticks and wood sourced from nearby bushes. They were tied together as a support structure for the shrine. The roof was made from coconut palm, and tarpaulin-type material was used to skirt the shrine. There was a shelf made from cardboard on which the offerings would be placed later in the ceremony.
Anybody that wants to do this, even you, let's say you want to do this, you can say, look, I'm going to have a dinner at my house, and the call goes out. The call goes out. And there's certain people that are key people, like the young gentleman I pointed out to you, he's going to do the donor, so you need him and his brother and the other guy next to him, because they do very good soharis. Then you have to find who can cook the food. So there's certain people that are good at cooking this Indian food, so you have to ask them to come. The pots and pans, because you're not going to have these big pots in your house. So you're going to say, look, we need some pots and pans. So someone somewhere is going to bring these pots and pans.
It was more or less like donations. People have pumpkin, this one have oil, this one have this, they donate. And everybody get together on this day, the 12th day, and we prepare food.
Many people will come. It's not relatives at all. They might be 1 or 2 relatives, but the majority of the people there are not her relatives. They just come to help and participate and enjoy and cause the blessings all around them.
O'Shea used to do it as well. Forestier used to do it as well. And there were some Indians in Granivier Grenivier Dennery. They used to do it as well.
Plates, spoons, knives or forks are not being used in the shadra or Indian dinner. Balisier leaves are used to make small and large containers for the food to be taken to the shrine during the ceremony.
A portion of everything that is cooked is put in little containers. This is called a dona. And these containers are put into a larger container, and then this larger container is taken to a little house that is set up, just like a little igloo. There will be 7 people normally to march in to present the food. And what happens is, the ancient Hindu tradition is 7 generations can do this. And here comes the number 7.
When you go in to bring the food in the house, barefoot, no shoes, nothing. I used to do it long. I used to do it with my father. After my father passed, it's me that doing it, up to now. So he teach me how to do it, what to say, how to do it, and those things. Especially that one today was for 4 people. Normally we just do it for 1, and today was for 4.
And that's for my mom, my dad, and my 2 brothers after me. Them 2 passed away 2016, 6 months apart.
Now, they can also offer alcohol or whatever the person smoked, whatever these people liked in their life. You try to give them this for the afterlife.
If they're drinking rum, you can bring the rum. If they like to drink, soft drink, you can bring the soft drink. If they like whatever they like when they was alive, that's what you're doing. To me, I feel happy about that. Because when somebody asks you for food and they can't get it, and they ask you for it and you do it for them, to me that's a blessing.
So you place all of these things in this little house.
I'm giving them that and tell them to enjoy it and rest in peace, because I promised to do it for them, and I'm doing it.
I first met Urania when I was in Soufrière doing one of my Indian things. From St. Lucia, originally from this Vieux-Fort area, lived in England for a while, lived in America for a while, and has returned to St. Lucia.
The feasting begins once the ceremony is over, but not before the hands are washed in a ritual dating back many generations.
Prior to going in, you wash your hands, and you then take the water in your hands and throw it over your head. But what it is, it's part of what's called a puja, an Indian puja. And by taking this water in your hand,
and this one behind my back,
Hey, we have a fucking. That's where it's going.
that's Daddy Aaron.
and passing it over your head, you're helping to purify yourself. So that's what it's all about. So there's lots of things are being done. They don't remember what the reason they do these things, but they're still doing them.
The chosen 7 then gets to be served on balisier leaves, placed on the floor.
They sit on the floor. Now some people might want to sit at the table, but you sit on the floor. Other people will serve you. They'll put on that leaf in front of you, a little bit of rice, a little bit of meat, a little bit of talkari, a little bit of sohari, dal puri. All these little things will be put on. That's your plate. That piece of a leaf.
Then it will be the turn of those invited to participate or to witness the shadra or Dinen Indien.
So what we're trying to do right now is to try to educate our children right now so that the tradition don't really die fully.
This probably might be the last.
Could be.
So from what you're telling me, that the succeeding generations are not keeping those traditions alive?
No, the younger people don't know it. You see, they wouldn't understand why they should come and do that, why they should come and build. If you notice, the people that are doing it are older people. You didn't see any young people needing any flour there, because the young people want to do their texting and so on. They don't have time for that. So the younger generation, you know, and as you know, I've gone all around the island trying to instill the heritage and the culture, the Indian culture, into the people, and tell them how much they have to be thankful for. But the younger people are just so much into the rest of the world that this would be tedious for them, and so I have a feeling that it will not continue, this culture.
It's unfortunate.
Yes, it's thousands of years old. It's thousands of years old.